crush when I know of women who let a man. Well, let me correct myself. I'm going to say this sentence, but then I'm going to come back and correct it. But my heart just hurts so badly when I know or when I hear of women letting a man put his hands on you. Now for the correction. He's not a man if he's putting his hands on you. And I just want to stress that so much. You are worth more than that. Believe me. First of all, he's not a man. I don't care if you have 10 children with him. I don't care. If he put his hands on you and it's not in a playful way, you need to get out a situation as soon as possible. It never start off with a man just putting his hands on you. It may start off where he may argue with you and walk out and you don't know where he went. And then it could come to where he screams and holler at you and call you out your name. And then it can come to where he belittle you. He make you feel little. He make you feel like you're not worth it. He abuse you with his words. And as this stuff is going on, you don't realize the mind games he's playing with you. Let me tell you something. They play with your emotions. They play with your mind. They make you feel you're not worth it. They make you feel you can't do better. You can do better on your own. I promise you this. And you can do bad on your own. But it's better to be away from him than to be taken away from your child or your children. Then it comes to a part where now he's hitting you. He's pushing you. He's beating you. He's kicking you. He's slapping you. He's calling you out your name. And then he makes you cry. Do you think you deserve that? Do you really, really think you deserve that? I don't think so. You need to leave. You need to get out of the situation as soon as possible. I could tell you stories of what I went through, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready to tell my story. It was a possibility I wasn't going to make it to my 30s. Then I get in another relationship. I wasn't going to make it to my 40s. But I put a stop to it. And I got out of it. If he's putting his hands on you and you call the police and you press charges, you get a restraining order. Before that police walk out your door, you get a restraining order. And that police will give you a restraining order. And it will be, I don't know how each state works, but it will be probably 2 or 3 days restraining order to get you enough time to get to court to get a restraining order. Myself, I got a maximum restraining order from my daughter's father. The maximum in California is 3 years. I don't know about any other state. So when it came to him picking up his daughter, he met me at a police station. and we exchanged our child inside the police station. You are so much worth it. He has belittled you so much. And I'm talking about each and every woman that has been beaten. I'm not talking about no certain woman. He has belittled you so much that you think that you cannot do better. You think he is the best thing for you. He make you think that he's providing for you and you can't do it by yourself. He just make you feel unworthy. And believe me, you are a human just like he is. You are very much worthy of something that is better. There is, even if you have to be a single parent, if you just get away from this one abusive relationship, get yourself together, and learn to provide for yourself. If you're not providing for yourself, there's ways to do it. First of all, when you get with a partner, a man, a husband, first of all, you're supposed to have an account that he does not have to know about. And you need, if he is your providing everything, and you're a stay-at-home mother, he gives you money to go grocery shopping. He gives you money to pay the bills. Or if he's paying all the bills, he has to give you money in some way to do something. You need to take and put some of that money in that account and don't touch it. Because anytime you get in a relationship, you need to have a plan B. Because you don't know what this person, most times we don't know what this person is capable of, and what's driving them to do what they're doing. It could be alcohol, it could be drugs. But you need to have a plan B. And I am very serious because my heart is full. I just hate to see women going through that and not thinking that they, can do better. And let me go back to an example. I remember when I was young, I must have been elementary, and I was always in the salon with my mom because her salon was in the house. So her salon was in the basement. So even though I was a little kid, I still try to hear and try to listen to these grown folks talking and pretend like I'm playing with a doll or whatever and trying to figure out things. Well, it was this lady, I remember she had maybe about 3 boys. She finally got out of her abusive relationship. Well, in some way, if I got the story right, she got back with him, got pregnant again, and I think she had to leave again. And she was providing for herself as far as I can remember. And this man ended up coming into the place where she lived and killing her. I mean, and these are all this man's son. Why would you kill a woman when you know your butt is going to go to jail? Who's going to take care of the kids? And it's not fair for the grandparents to be stuck with the kids like that. It's not fair at all. And I know one day I will tell my stories on YouTube. I will tell them one day, but I'm not ready because you actually have to go back to that point. I will actually have to go back and talk about it. to get into the depth of the story, I will really have to go back. And I'm not wanting to go back. But I've been in that situation twice. And both were husbands. First one wanted to kill me. Second one, basically he was trying to kill me too, but the other one was more serious than killing me. Plus he was a foreigner, and they may not have caught up with him, but I stood up to both, and I got out of the relationship. I can say that I can still talk to the person, but I would never give them the time of the day or try to get back in a relationship with them. So if you got out of an abusive relationship, I say stay out, because it doesn't get better. If the man don't go get help, which is, he's not a man if he put his hands on you, and I don't know what he think, why he think he's a man. If he get drunk and want to act a fool, or you want to get high and act a fool, that doesn't make him a man. And then don't come back, and then they want to come the next day or so and want to apologize. That doesn't work, because the apology is just to keep you there under their thumbs. And y'all just don't know. It just hurt me so bad. It hurts me so bad that a person, a human being, will beat on another, to beat on a woman that had his child or had their children, will raise their hand to beat on a woman, put knots on the side of her head, beat her in her stomach while she's pregnant, beat her after she have her pregnant, make her feel low after she have the child, put her through hell. I'm just trying to say, I don't want to see you, nobody else, go through the hell. We women need to stand up and be serious. If we pressing charges, we keep them charges on them so-called men. They are not going to get better until they get help. And talking to a damn psychiatrist is not going to freaking help. They really need some serious help. They need some to get off the alcohol, get off the drugs, get their life together before they bring in another woman. They keep bringing in another baggage. You can't keep carrying baggage to the next relationship. You got to get yourself together before you go into another relationship. And that goes for every woman who's gotten out of a bad relationship. You need to get yourself together before you enter into another relationship, because you're taking that baggage over into the next relationship. That ain't gonna work. You're gonna attract the same man. If you don't get yourself together, you're gonna attract the same abusive type of man. So you need to love yourselves. You all need to love yourself. Get out of an abusive relationship. Love yourself. Love God. Put God first. Love yourself. Take care of your children, your child. Become independent. Because you know what? My last fiance didn't like the idea because I was independent. And abusive relationship will make you become a stronger woman and become independent. But you got to get out the relationship. You got to move on. Things are not going to get better. They can only go down. So you need to separate yourself from the abusive partner, husband, boyfriend. And I know some men get abusive too, but I'm talking about the women right now. So, if y'all want to ask me any questions, go ahead and ask me any questions, and we will make another video and talk about it. But y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know I do. Go ahead and subscribe. It's free. It's always free. And if I can say I love you, you can definitely love yourself. Bye.